And hello, everybody, and welcome to the ERO PlayStation F1 Grand Prix. Today we are at the beautiful Belgian Grand Prix, or known as Spa by most people. You may or may not recognise me, but I'll give myself a little introduction now. My name is Cameron Don, or better known as Timesis. I'm the PlayStation F3 driver, reserve commentator, and I've got the pleasure, for the first time in quite a while, to be commentating PlayStation F1 again. Uh, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to this race. A few new drivers who I haven't commentated before. I will quickly run through the teams. Mercedes with the classic Axa, Grail, Red Bull, Joshua Evans, and Jean as usual. In the Ferrari, we again have the regular Ken and Liam. Then in the what's the next team? McLaren. We have the current championship leader Black Box alongside the reserve driver of Lars. Then in the Alpine, we have Ludwig and Saunders, both full-time drivers. We then have in the AlphaTauri, both full-time drivers, of Jet and Mats. Then in the Aston Martin, we have the he's not a debut driver. I'm trying to think how you say this. He won last week as a debut driver. The first time I'll be commentating him, Jerry Van Boezel. P10 in the standings after one race where he secured 26 points, fastest lap, and the win. Wonder if he'll be able to maybe do something similar today. We'll have to wait and find out. And his teammate is also the other reserve driver of Enzo. Then in the Williams, we have the full-time driver of Masiek and the reserve driver of Sarah Kaya. Then in the Alfa Romeo, we have the duo again of Loki and Sniper, and in the Haas, we also have the duo of Hassan and Allgard, or Adrian. I normally like to call him Adrian. First driver on the lap is Lars in the McLaren. We are going to quickly watch through this. So he's going to come up to Eau Rouge, probably one of the best corners in the whole world in racing. He goes up Eau Rouge, turn 3, 4, 5, then goes around turn 6 to go on the Camel Straight, and then we'll come up to turn 7, 8, and 9, Le Com. Let's see, can he do it well? It looks good. I'd say he's done that quite well. He'll come up to Brussels now, turn 10, this is, and then he'll come into, oh, has a little snap. We'll come into turn 11, right it a bit much, maybe, I'm not so sure. Then he'll come up to Puon, turn 12. He does that very well, very on the limits there. Then comes up to 13 and turn 14, better known as Campus. Then he'll come up to turn 15 and 16, Stavolo. This is a very, very good banker lap from Lars, I would say. I'm not sure what the pole time is going to be here, but this is a good banker. I'm going to take a guess with. It'll come around turn 16, turn 17, turn 18, and we'll go into the last chicane, turn 19, and turn 20. He brakes a little late, locks up. That's going to lose him time. He rides the curb. He's going to lose a lot of time because of this. He'll come across the line with a 43.3 as the first person to set a lap. Next is a Mercedes. You know that's going to be good. It's Axa. He'll come across the line to set a 42.5. Next is Black Box. The championship leader only goes P2 with a 42.8 for the now. Jerry Van Boezel. Provisional pole 42.3 on his first lap. Next, we have loads of drivers coming across. So we're just going to name the drivers. We have Sarakaya coming across the line, a 44.5. We have Liam, a 44.4. Joshua Evans, a 44.3. Enzo, a 43.6. Saunders looks like he had a slow lap, a 57.5. And Jerome Visa, a 43.1. Guil goes in between Jerry and Axa, a 42.4. Believe double Haas. Adrian And Hassan starting a lap, I believe. Adrian goes P9:44.3 for now. We see Sniper go P6 with 43.3. With a Ferrari of Ken coming across the line, P8 of 43.3 as well. Look at the times here. Sniper 43.336, Lars 4 thousandths behind him with a 43.340, and then Ken only 38 thousandths behind. So 3 drivers in the currently in the 43.3s. I was going to say the point threes, but then you'd get mistaken for Jerry, who's in the 42.3s. As I believe loads of the drivers in Sector 2, Sector 3 probably would have run out of fuel by now. Looks like Black Box has. And other drivers behind them have also run out of fuel, so they'll all be... as Jet is on a lap. Anyone else? Hassan's a bit further on. I think we'll watch Hassan. Alright, Matt's starting a lap, so yeah, we'll watch Hassan. Again, coming around turn 13, then turn 14, Campus is the name of this corner. Then turn 15, Stavolo, and turn 16 as well. This might be a good lap. I don't really know like the sector times at all. He'll come round the last chicane, open up DRS. It will be 44.7. We'll put in P14 for the now. Definitely room to improve there, though, I would imagine. With quite a few other drivers as well, I would say maybe a bit of time for improvement. Sniper, yeah, everyone is just coming into the pits now. Ken is waiting for another driver to come by. Who's that? Masek. Masek is on that lap, so we're going to watch him. The Masek not had the greatest of luck recently. It's the kind of a curse going about. Masek only seems to perform when I am commentating. As the last times that which the regular commentator Luke has been commentating, Masek hasn't had that many points, hasn't been finishing that well either. So potentially, let's see if this curse will continue. See if he performs well today with me commentating. We'll have to see. As he comes through Lacombe, a bit looks like he may be locked up. I'm not sure, but he does it good nonetheless. Round Brussels, locking up. It's just locking up. I'll come up to turn 12, pull on. We'll see what he can do. He's keeping it safe. He might even be... Is he slow? No, he's not. What turn is this? Turn 15. Chevrolet. I think it's how you say it. Stavelot. Oh my goodness, that's a same with a H. Stavelot. Turn 15. This will be turn 17. Blanchimont is the name of it. I don't know why it's called that. Turn 18, and then the last chicane, turn 19 and turn 20. Let's see what he can do. He does it quite well. And he'll open up DRS to get a 43.7. We'll put in P10 for the now. But I think there's possibly room there for improvement, I would say. I'm not so sure. As with Yeri Van Bisdol, who's ran out of fuel? No. Currently, Yeri, like I said, was a debut driver last week. He came in Baku. Oh, as we see a snap. And yeah, he is slow now as well because of that. So we're going to watch, Guil start a lap, Axa on a lap. Anyone actually on a lap? Doesn't everyone is on a lap? I don't know who to watch. We'll just watch Wheel. But everyone is on a lap. So I'll just pay attention to see the names and see if anyone switches about potentially. As Josh Evans is retired, he's crashed. We can see him there on the right. That's unfortunate for him. The exit of turn 9 that is in Lecombe. He bends it. The highest position he will be starting in is P11 for the Red Bull driver. Currently P4 in the standings as well, so that will definitely not be helping him with that. As, you know what, we're going to continue watching Gwil and we'll just see. There's a McLaren of Lars coming across the line. 2 tenths up apparently it said, which could put him in around P5. And he goes P4 ahead of his current teammate for the now black box. 14,000 spare with a 42.8. That's a good lap by Lars. Who is next? The Mercedes is in the pit of AXA. Didn't validate. We have an Aston of Jerry following him behind as well. But then we have Black Box, who is nearly 2 tenths up. This could potentially put him close to AXA for P4, potentially, maybe even P3. Comes across the line. P3, a 42.535, goes just over 3 hundredths quicker than AXA, but still has about half a tenth to gain to Gwil, and then about 2 tenths to Yeri. Lots of people coming across the line now. I do not know who to watch. Jet is in the pits, still hasn't set a lap. Loki is also in the pits, hasn't set a lap. Or is thingy coming out? No, he's not. Did Adrian come across the line there? I can't tell. I don't know. We see Saunders. No, other. Luno. P6 right now. Oh, he's validated. Never mind. I believe that's everyone. Mats is on an outlap now. I believe probably the only driver who maybe started a lap, I believe. As yeah, we see McLaren pulled to the side. Nice from Lars. And Luno dives into the pits. Or Saunders, I mean. Saunders dives into the pits. We will see Mats start a lap now. Let's see what he can do. Comes up to turn 1, of course. La Source, the name of it. He'll come around turn 2. To then go up Radalon, Eau Rouge, turn 3, turn 4, and turn 5. And we'll go to turn 6 to go down the long DRS straight of the Camel straight. He will then come up to Lecombe, P7, no, not P7, turn 7, turn 8, and turn 9. He breaks a little late, but it could work out. He's done Lecombe well. He's going to come up to turn 10, Brussels, I think is how you say this name of the corner. Little wide, a little snap potentially, but he's doing well now. That was turn 11, which he came round as well there. Then he comes into Puon, turn 12, just keeps it from an invalidation. He'll come up to turn 13, and then turn 14, there's a snap into turn 13. Midway through turn 13, he goes to turn 14 Campus, he goes to turn 15 Stavolo. I'd say this is a good lap. He's only 3 tenths up, but could have been a mistake in sector 3, so we have to see. Will he be able to improve? That's the question. He'll come into the last chicane. Looks like he's slow going into the pits. Yes. He'll go to the pits and try quickly switch onto a new pair of tyres, so he has enough time to do one more lap, as I imagine quite a few drivers will probably start to be coming out now. for their final lap. As we see a Mercedes is coming out. We see other drivers coming out as well. So yeah, everyone will start coming out now. Sorry if I sound a bit ill, by the way. I am ill. Enzo was a 10th up, but spun. That is Sniper on an outlap. I was going to say, if he's on a flying, wouldn't be that good. But will Jerry take pole? That is the question. Because, of course, this is his second race in the Ero. He won last week, got fastest lap, but he didn't get pole. So the question is, will he be able to do it this time? That is the big question, I guess you could say. Okay, so is anyone? This will be the last lap of quali. Minute 30 left. So everyone is out, except for Joshua Evans, who of course DNF'd, sadly. The highest he was as well, P11. He's dropped to P14 from other people's setting times. So it's not the greatest. But we're going to see Jerry. He will come around the last chicane to start a lap. What will he be able to do? He's in 4th gear. That is a very, very high gear. Anyway, into La Source, turn 1. He maybe misses the apex a little bit, you could say. Not sure. Turn 2, and then he'll go to the famous Eau Rouge. Will he nail it? Yes, he will. And then he'll go round turn 6 onto the long Camel straight. Will open up the DRS. Has a McLaren in front, who might not make it in time. But that is Lars. Actually, Lars has done a lap. Never mind. He's a 10th up. Jerry is nearly a 10th up. He's 600ths up on his time. This could put him potentially right now into the 42.2s. Could we see a 41? That might be pushing it. But we could potentially see a 41. I don't want to jinx it. As Sniper has retired in the pits, he won't be able to set another lap. The best he will have is P9 on the grid, as that is quali over. The Sad won't be able to set another time. We'll start the highest P13. But we're going to continue watching. Actually, no, we're going to go to Lars, because Lars is invalidated. So Lars, the highest he will start is P5. But as good as he is a reserve driver, Yeri has lost all the time. Is about 2 tenths down. So he may not be able to improve on his time, which could give other drivers an opportunity potentially. As I think Lars went straight on there. He'll come round the last corner. Will he improve? No, he will not. He will go slower. Next across the line. Who is that? It's Sarakayo, who has invalidated. It is then who? Luno and but it's Axa comes across the line. Provisional pole beats Jerry 42.319 for the down. Loads of drivers are coming across. Giroud goes P3 42.444. Anyone else? Luno retires. That was someone. Hassan? No, I don't know. Someone went up. As Jet managed to finally get a time in, P7 it is for him. Black Box goes a 42.418 and goes P3. And Quill won't set another lap. He'll start P5. And I believe that's quali over. Enzo slow. Yeah, that is... Oh no, Max comes across the line. P17 he will start. However, that is quali over. Let me get a little drink real quick. So, it is pole for Axa, who then has Jerry Van Bizzle behind him, 4P2, and then the championship leader Black Box in behind them, 4P3, and Black Box will share the second row with Jerome, as here is the full grid here. Not much. There's a massive gap from P5 and up. Nearly, 3.5 tenths nearly from P5 to P6. So a massive gap. Actually, another massive gap from P6 to P7. Lars having like a 2.5 second, no, not 2.5 tenth gap to J. Anyway, Axa and Jerry will have the front row. Black Box and Jerome will hold the second. Gwail and Lars will be on the third. Then we have Jet, Luno, Ken and Sniper. They will round out the top 10. Then we have Enzo, Masiek, Loki, Saunders, Hassan, Liam, Mats, Joshua Evans, Adrian and Sarah Kaya. Joshua Evans, remember, binning it at the exit of turn 9. He was P11 at the time of binning it, but will start P18 because of how early on he binned it. That is very unlucky for him. A Red Bull will be starting near the front and near the back. It looks maybe a little bit cloudy, but it doesn't look that bad. As Ron Visa is saying that that was his PB lap. Jacob saying he lost 3 tenths in the final corner, which would have put him near Lars as well. As Lars living the lap as well. No formation lap, I believe, so we will see instant racing here in 15 seconds time. Will Yeri be able to go back-to-back wins in his first 2 races in the Ero? We'll have to find out with 22 beautiful laps of the Belgian Grand Prix. We will see the lights going out. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. It's lights out and away we go. Jerry gets a good start. It's going to be alongside Axa into turn 1. With Black Box behind. Is there any diving behind? Black Box has managed to carry the more speed and will be side by side with Black Box. No, Black Box gets the position on Yeri. There's a lot of fighting in the back here. The top 5, look how close everyone is to one another. Literally sniffing the back ends of everyone. Anyway, Sniper right up behind Jet. Let's see what tyres everyone is on. Lars is on the mediums as we see a move for the lead. Black Box, Axa go side by side. Axa keeps the position. Black Box nearly goes fully off track. Yeri is taking advantage of this, trying to get a switch back on Black Box, but isn't capable. But oh, nearly actually fake sends it. Oh, but he's hit a stop. And Yeri will stay P3 now. Saunders and Liam fighting at the back, P15, P16. They are still side by side. Into turn 12, pull on they go. And Saunders looks to get the position there. Right stuff for Joshua Evans. Up into P14, of course, was P18 as we see a side-by-side ahead between Loki and Enzo. As that is Jet and Ken both spun round at turn 13. They were like P7, P8, I believe, so that is really, really unfortunate for the 2 drivers. As we see, that's really bad lag from Saunders, as we see Mats Bennett, and I believe takes Sarah Kaya with him, and we will see a virtual safety car come out to running on VSC within the first lap. So Matt spinning it at turn 16, I believe. Also, he went out with Sarah Kaya. Actually, was that maybe I don't think that was an intentional retirement. I'm not sure. Anyway, Ken is in the pits. Will he retire? I don't think he should, as he does have a damaged right wing by the looks of things. He will be going on to the soft tyres. Makes sense. He'll want to try and get as many, or just catch up, because it is a virtual, so he'll use these softs just to try and catch up to the field. That is the virtual safety car ended. We're going to go back up to the front. There's a gap already appearing between the top 5 to the rest of the field. Axa, Black Box, Jerry, Jean and Gwail. As we see Enzo closing in on Sniper. You can see the gap here. It's about a 1 second gap between Lars and Guil. But Lars is catching up. Lars is pushing, I think, a little bit. We're going to turn on telemetry to see ERS. AXA is using, Black Box is using, Yeri is saving. And it's pretty much at 100%. And everyone else behind is also saving and just hanging on, and will eventually have DRS. Also, this lap actually, they will have DRS. AXA looks up into turn 19 and turn 20. Will this leave an opportunity for Black Box behind? I believe it doesn't, but did mess himself up a little bit. As we look at the fastest laps coming up, oh my days. It ends with Joshua Evans in P12 getting the fastest lap. As DRS is enabled for the first time in this race. Will Black Box try get AXA here down the Camel Straight? Yes, he will. This is a terrible camera angle, but Black Box gets the move done before turn 7. Will take the lead of this race for now. As we see Sniper and Lars fighting behind there, side by side into turn 8 and 9, I believe. Sniper gets the position. Lars is there, but isn't there anymore. Sniper gets the position. 4P6 as Saunders has spun. What has happened to him? It's a safety car. A safety car is out. He's binned it at the exit of turn 9, the same which Joshua Evans did in quali. Binned it at the exit of turn 9. Unlucky Tim, but it brings out a safety car in lap 3 of the Belgian Grand Prix. Interesting. Don't think anyone should pit. I think. Maybe. Would maybe the Beecher brothers pit? Like Lars, Enzo, Masiek, maybe. Sarkai gets a drive-through penalty, P16, speeding under the safety car. But will we see? Let's see. I don't think they will pit, but will they pit? Oh, fakes it. I believe nobody will be going in. Lars doesn't, yeah. No one is going in the pits. It makes sense. Actually, never mind. Masiek is in the pits. I imagine he will put on the hard tyres. Potentially. I think, yeah, the hard tyres should be the tyres which he puts on. And yes, he will be putting on the hards. Maybe to try go to the end with these. We'll have to wait and find out. I don't... 20... Maybe, well, it's not going to be 20 laps. You might be able to go to the end in these. I'm not sure. Potentially an illegal pit entry, I don't think so, but... As Ken is also in the pits now, of course he was on the softs, but with a safety car. I imagine he'll go to the hard tyres and try make them last to the end. As yes, put on the hard tyres. And he'll try and make them last to the end of the race. Everyone has come up to the safety car, but Ken will probably cause the safety car to stay out for another lap. As Black Box very close to the safety car, but it doesn't matter, as long as you just don't crash into the safety car, then you're all fine. As you can see, everyone in the low gears full revving to heat up the tyres. As let's see, who's had the best start so far? So Joshua Evans, without a doubt, has had probably the best start here when it comes to gaining positions. P18 to P11 right now, nearly in the points position already. Then we have the likes of Sniper coming from P10 to P6. A good start by him. Low key, both Alfa Romeos getting 4 positions off the start. So good by them. As that is Sarakaya spun under the safety car. He does have a drive-through, but spinning under the safety car. Okay. Liam up 4 positions as well. And of course, you've got to say Black Box as well. Overtaking Axa and Yeri, both of them falling down 1 position. Black Box into the lead of the race for the championship leader. Clear by Let me check. Wait 1 second, I need to get standings up. I don't have them up. Well, I do, but... sorry, can I just close the pits and the tyres? That drive-through must not be like it for him. So, Black Box has a 18-point lead to Guile, I believe it is. Yes. So 18-point gap for Guile to Black Box, and then a 7-point gap for AXA to Guile. So that's also 25 for AXA to Black Box. But of course, right now, with this, it will be Black Box gaining the most points from this race. As he's letting the safety car just stroll along a bit. As we can see, Black Box, of course, weaving to heat up his tyres. The hard tyres are quite hard to warm up. He's getting very, very close to the safety car here. Oh, Sharon. Nearly spinning. Well, accelerating it. It definitely will be in this lap. Sniper hanging back a little bit. I don't know. It's fine. You don't have to instantly catch up. Low key as well. Just catching up now. Sniper and Lars. I don't know what's happened there. Sniper was ahead. So I don't believe anything's happened there, which is illegal, I believe. A Sniper is holding back a little bit. There's a few drivers who do this. They wait really far behind. But anyway, we're going to go back to watching... We're going to go back to watching Black Box. Oh, he fakes it. He's playing with accidents very behind and stuff. He's faking them with the starts, heating up the tyres. Safety car is in the pits. Black Box goes really, really early. But AXA is there. Jerry is right behind AXA. We may see a move here into turn 1 between AXA and Jerry. Will we see a dive bomb? I believe we will. We'll see a dive bomb for P2. AXA against Jerry, I believe. They're still side by side. Yes, actually no. Jerry gets the position. AXA drops down to P3. The pole sitter drops down to P3 for the now. Black Box is pushing. He's using the ERS because that gap is already nearly at a second. Looking back, Enzo got the overtake on Lars, I believe. As Lars is really riding the curbs here. As is there any overtakes near the front? Guile is close behind to Jean Vissa. Will we see any moves potentially? Nothing now. Everyone that is just about maybe 4, 5, 6 tenths behind the other driver. That's literally the whole grid. You see like 0.7s, 0.5s, 0.6s. The closest gap is actually Guile to Jerome and Ludo to Loki as well. Both drivers quite close to one another. Hello to the 16 drivers watching right now. If you're only just tuning in, this is the Belgian Grand Prix PlayStation F1 from Ero. I'm Cameron Don Teresa's PlayStation F3 driver and commentator. You may recognise me. I've done F3 a few times. That is Lars. A massive, massive lockup. He's got a 3-second time penalty for that as well. Will we see a send here from Loki I think we might. No, we will not. Loki hangs back as Lars goes deep into the corner again, locks up. Has to use a better acceleration and does get better acceleration to stay ahead of Loki for now. But Loki will probably be wanting to get past as there is now a 1.4 second gap to the drivers in front. Loki has to cut the corner, gets the 3 second time penalty as well. So both of these drivers are on 3 seconds, so they're going to fight. They're going to go side by side until they come. Not the greatest of ideas, but oh well, some battling. It's fair, clean fighting now. It looks like Lars gets the position. Or Lars keeps the position, I should say. Lars was ahead originally. Ludo is faking a move. But Joshua Evans is right behind Ludo, so he can't afford to make mistakes while he watches the other two drivers fight ahead. Now a 2.2 second gap between the top 7 to Lars. As Loki goes wide again. The gaps in the top 7 are all relatively the same. About 5, 6, 7 tenths between them all. As that is someone spun. It's Jacob Tucker has spun again. Same corner as where he crashed with Ken. It sadly drops back to P17, currently last. It may retire in the pits, so we'll have to wait and see. Exit quite close by to Jerry, about 4 tenths between them. As DRS is enabled. Lars won't get DRS. Enzo might not get DRS. Loki might not get DRS. So many drivers potentially not getting DRS here. Enzo, will he get DRS? It's going to be close. I believe he doesn't. I don't think Enzo will get DRS. So Enzo is now falling behind from the now top 6. Yeah, he won't get DRS. Lars won't. Does Loki? Loki misses out as well. So 3 drivers, 7th, 8th, 9th, not getting DRS. As Enzo is on 10% ERS, is full pushing. Must have been using the alt to keep up. But now he can't keep, but now he doesn't have the ERS to continue to keep up. So he'll just have to use his own pace now, his own driving capabilities to try get the move done. Or try get up to DRS, I should say. As Lars is another 3 seconds, that's 6 seconds for Lars already. Oh my days, he is struggling with these penalties now. That might be another penalty, you know. Another warning there. This is going to drop Lars pretty much out of the points. This is going to drop him to P16 because of how everyone is still so close to one another. From P9 all the way down to about P14, and then Masiek is trying to close in as well on like Adrian and the drivers in front. So we do see Ludo and Loki are coming quite close to one another. As Joshua Evans is right behind as well. We actually saw Joshua Evans nearly went into the back of Ludo there. As Loki has a little mistake potentially, I'm not sure. But of course, will not get DRS. And I believe the 2 drivers in front of him won't get DRS either. So he's going to have to fend off the Ludo behind him, who's using ERS and DRS, will look to get the move done. And I imagine will probably get the move done before the corner. Yes, he will. As Liam is side by side with Joshua Evans. This is interesting fighting. As Liam goes extremely wide. And Joshua Evans keeps the position further now. As Ludo is past Loki, of course, from the straight. Are we seeing anything up at the front? Not really, they're all just sticking with one another using DRS. As Ludo also gets a 3 second now. So, like the low points drivers all have penalties. With then all the drivers behind not having penalties. So potentially, drivers like Joshua Evans, Liam and Hassan could get points here. if they stick within the time gap of the three drivers with penalties, of course, Lars with 6 seconds, he'll be looking to probably try gain positions and then get them to defend off. As Enzo as well now, getting a 3-second time penalty. He won't drop that far back though, as Enzo is in the pits, going in at lap 10 with a virtual safety car and a safety car, remember, as well. So Enzo is really risking it. Must not be liking the mediums and will come in to go on to the hard tyre. Sealed tyre, I would imagine. And yes, he'll be going on to the hard tyre. Any fights, Masiek and Adrian P13. Actually, Adrian's had a massive mistake. He drops to P15. And Masiek and Ken go through. But Ken is behind, is using, and will probably look to get the move done here on Masiek, and I believe he will get the move done before the corner. Yes, he will. Ken up to P13. We'll have to start catching up to the drivers. As Adrian has spun it, unfortunately. Turn 8, I believe that is. Whoa, I mean, he did wait for Enzo. He was a bit on the track though. As we did see Sniper there. Sniper also getting a penalty. So, like, all the people in the points don't. Oh, sorry for being on. All the people in the low points have all got penalties. Of course, Joshua Evans doesn't, but Enzo was in the top 10 before. So, it'll be interested to see what everyone will want to be doing here. Also interested to see as well, since there was a virtual safety car and a safety car, could potentially these like hard runners, maybe even the soft, like the medium runners like Lars and Liam and Hassan, they could potentially try and go for medium soft, because of course their tyres haven't been hurt that bad. There's actually Access in the pits. Never mind, he's coming in now to go onto the medium tyres. He must not be liking these hards. We're coming to the pits. Other drivers are also in the pits. Joshua Evans is in, Liam is in, Hassan is in. So as soon as I was talking about they maybe staying out and to go on to the softs, they all come in for the hards. How ironic of me speaking about that. Anyway, Ken is back up into the points after having some unfortunate spins. Masiek is in the points as well now. Anything happening up front? Not really. It's just stayed calm, I guess you could say. Black Box currently still got the lead. Jerry 7 tenths behind roughly. Jerome is actually potentially going to fall out of DRS soon. And then Guil behind Sniper. Lars actually having a 3-second gap, so Lars is just probably trying to keep ahead of Ludo to give Ludo no DRS, but of course to try catch up to Sniper in front. Sorry for me yawning again. As that is low-key spun. Turn 14, I believe, Campus. He's spun. Drops the P10 and we'll have a hungry Jacob Tucker behind looking for points. Damage potentially on the car of Loki. As we see Black Box going to the pits. I was about to say move for the lead. Black Box is in the pits, and Jerome is also in the pits. Sniper is in the pits. Lars is in the pits. Oh, it's a McLaren double stack. Oh. Maybe not good. Will the McLaren team be ready in time? It's a little delay. A tiny delay. Anyway, we'll just go back to watching. Jerry is in the lead. 1.8 second gap to Guil now. 2 seconds now, actually. We then have Little currently sitting in the podium spot. I believe his 3-second time penalty. Yeah, so he will stay P3 now, but of course he still has to pit. Luke, Ken as well, and Masiek both staying out as well. And currently... Oh, hold on. We see Axa and Jerome Visa fighting. This is for net P2. So this is going to be really, really interesting. As, of course, Axa was in front before, but Axa pitting early has led to Jerome Visa, a fellow FVR teammate allows him to go ahead, and this now possibly means Jerry could come out. I mean, he'll come out in front of Joan, I imagine, but will he come out in front of Black Box is the question. Of course, staying out a bit longer is what will happen. As we're going to watch Jerry and see if he does come into the pits. I imagine he would, or he's going to do hard soft. No, he's going to come into the pits now. He's going to come in for the medium tyres, I imagine. As Gweel stays out. Gweel, I think, is doing what I've said. I think Gweel is trying to stick with a hard, soft strategy. Fair play to him for trying this, of course. Jerry's in the pits, Ludo's in the pits, Ken stays out, of course. Ken is probably going to be looking, actually, to go to the end of this race on these tyres, like I have said, as Jerry has came out in front of Blackbot. Oh wait, no, Jerry had the lead, didn't he? I can't remember. Masiek is massively defending Black Box, of course. But Masiek might get double overtaken here, which could be really unfortunate. Black Box is going to try... Masiek is using... Masiek's not going to let this go easy. They're going to go side by side into turn 7, turn 8, and turn 9. But Masiek is struggling. And Rovis is actually on the inside. And it's going to send it on him at the Brussels turn 10. And we'll get the position done. But then Axa comes along with Masiek. And Masiek has to drop back behind Axa as well. But could be smart from Masiek, because now he will just try hang on with DRS from the other drivers. Axa on 8%, Gerald on 14, and then Black Box 56, and Jerry on 50. As Gweel is fully pushing to try get a big enough gap. As when he pits, he could come out actually a lot further behind. Is he going to come in for the mediums now? He is. Wait. Is he going to do 9 laps on the mediums, or is he going to go soft and hope for a safety car? I'm so confused. I believe he's going to come out at P9. He goes on to the what? What tires? Mediums. Wow, okay. As Ken takes the lead of the race, I believe Ken, I don't think Ken will go to the end. I think he's going to help for a safety car and then pedal to the softs, I imagine. Gwale's actually came out P6. Never mind. I was saying he might come out P8. But no, he's came out P6, so it's kind of worked out for him. But let's see. Ken is pushing to try not give Jerry DRS, but Jerry is catching. Jerry's just gained 4 attempts on Ken in Lecom. As yeah, Jerry is behind. He will get DRS, I imagine, next on the home straight and the Camel, I imagine. Oh, Jerry. I mean, it looked like he lagged. It looked like he made a mistake, but I think it was just lag. But Yeri is right behind Ken, and kind of close to Yeri is the likes of Black Box, Jerome, Axa, Grail, and more drivers as Lars P12 has spun it at Puon, I believe. But we're going to go back up to the front where Yeri's actually going to get the move done before DRS activation. And Jerry will take the lead of the race. Is Ken going into the pits? No, he's not. I believe Ken is doing what I've said. He's going to either try stick it on the hards, or he will pit onto the medium, or not the mediums, the softs eventually. Sniper is finally past Masiek, but Masiek has used this so well. As Ken gets a 3-second time penalty, the P2 currently with a 3 second is going to drop him back to P6. Super unlucky. Ludo and Enzo fighting into turn 1. And Ludo gets the position as we see Black Box get past Ken. Black Box gets the move done before Lecom and we'll go into P2 and we'll try catch up to his fellow, well, I guess you could say esports teammate, Jerry Van Bussel, as Jeroen's also sitting on Ken, and Jeroen is past Ken now as well. So Ken is really struggling, but I believe Ken is just going to be holding on here and hope for a safety car. But for now, it doesn't look like there is going to be a safety car, so Ken might have to box onto the softs, or he's going to drop down to like P12, maybe? P11, P12 would be my prediction of where he would drop to. We'll have to wait and see. So where's like the closest fight? Ludo and Enzo still close to one another. They are fighting for points, but Joshua Evans is behind with no penalties. So Ludo and Enzo are actually fighting for 1 point, as Joshua Evans will get the place on them because of him not having any penalties. As Ludo's going to go on the move, potentially. Though backs out. And we'll have DRS. Let's see, can he do anything? Joshua Evans is behind as well. Don't count Joshua Evans out in here. Oh, as Enzo's spun. He saved it. But the two drivers are now past him, Ludo and Joshua Evans. We saw that there slightly, as AXA is past Ken and Gwil is behind. Ken is really struggling on these hard tyres. As Black Box may potentially... he's out of DRS for the now from Yeri, but of course, doesn't matter now. Joshua Evans, Ludo... Joshua Evans gets moved on down the Camel straight. Masiek is playing this quite well, I would say. As Gwil is also past Ken now. Before Puon. Yeah, so Ken after spinning has just had to try play the long game and race with the horrific tyres of the long lasting hards here. If there's a safety car now, he will be a driver who will definitely pit. As Ludo gets another 3 seconds. Up to 6 seconds for him. Which means Enzo will get the position on him. And potentially Liam as well. Actually no, never mind. That add the two gaps together is 6.8. We see Ludo actually sending on Joshua Evans. Could we see a switchback here potentially? Nah, Ludo messes up his line a little bit. Joshua Evans will stay ahead for the now. So go back up to the front. Does Black Box have DRS? He has just got DRS. Interesting thing to note though, look at this. Jerry, 70% DRS. Black Box only on 20. So Jerry, yeah, if Jerry wanted to, he could just push now and get out the DRS of Black Box if he wanted to. He could do it next lap if he felt like it. As Ludo, Joshua Evans, some great battling between these two drivers. Ludo gets past on the Camel straight, but his line is a little bit compromised. Joshua Evans maybe look to try and get him, but won't come near him. Sorry, I'm struggling here. Hassan spun it. That's a weird place to spin it. Middle of Brussels, Hassan has spun it. Both half drivers at the back, unfortunately. Jet getting a 3-second time penalty there. Quite a few time penalties this race. But let's see, will Black Box get DRS? Jerry isn't even using. I think Jerry is going to wait for like the final or second final lap, and he'll just send it. He'll just full ERS it. You can tell he's waiting until the last lap, or potentially the second last. You can tell he's waiting. As Ero Ps is right behind Black Box. As we see a yellow flag, it's a sad. He's binned it. Safety car? If a safety car came out now. Or is it a retirement on track? It's actually maybe a retirement on track. I believe it's a retirement on track, never mind. Anyway, Guil goes past AXA for P4. So AXA was pole, but is currently P5. Dropped down 4 positions. By the way, I want to mention this. It looks like Masiek will get points here. The curse, it's real. Whenever I commentate, Masiek does get points. So it looks like it is a bit real. That whenever I commentate, he does well. I'm not sure. We'll just have to wait and see. Hopefully I haven't jinxed that. I better not have. Anyway, Guil could potentially not get DRS here. Odro Visa, well, he is the question. He is using dramatically. Adrian spins at the exit of Lacombe. Has Guil run out of fuel? Oh, it's a safety car. The delta's broken. Everyone's had to stop on track. Oh my days. A safety car with 4 laps left of racing. This is what we want. And Guil's taking the chance. Ken as well. Sniper. Oh my days. This is what we want. This is what we want. Entertaining racing. And we've got it. We've got a safety car with 4 laps left of racing. Oh my. That was for Adrian spinning, I'm guessing. Does he have a front wing? No, he doesn't. That's why. Adrian has went fully into the wall and lost his front wing. So that is why there's been a safety car caused. Anyway, top 4 drivers have stayed out. But then everyone else behind has went into the pits. Guil, Ken. Actually, no, Ken hasn't. Wait, did Ken? Wait. Ken went on to mediums. I think that might have been a mistake. We're going to keep this up anyway. You can see here. The top 4 has stayed out. Everyone else has pitted for softs except for Ken, which I imagine could be a mistake potentially, which is then put him onto the medium tyres. Anyway, I imagine if team orders do come into account with this, we will see AXA let past Guil potentially for then Guil to go attack mode on Jerome Black Box and Jerry and them. But Jerry currently on course to take a back-to-back win in his first 2 races in Ero. Fastest lap currently is who? Jerry is fastest lap. But I don't believe that will last for much longer, as these soft runners will definitely set a better time. But the question is, who will set the better time and who will gain that 1 point? I believe it won't be in this lap because of Adrian, Jet, and Loki. But will it be in next lap? I think it will be. And if it is in next lap, it means we'll have lap 21 and 22 of racing. We'll see 2 laps of racing at Spa. And for the PlayStation F1 Grand Prix. No rain, which is interesting. As a few other tiers have saw a bit of rain. Liam and Lars, something's happened there, I'm not sure. I just saw overtaking happening under the safety car. As Adrian is Adrian's got another 3 seconds. Well, tried to catch up. He might. Yeah, I think he'll catch up this lap. So yeah, I think we're going to see 2 laps of racing here. Hello to the 21 people watching right now. If you're only just tuning in, there's going to be 2 laps of racing. As there is a safety car out, as right now, as you can tell, the top 4 have stayed out. Jerry, Black Box, Ron and AXA. The rest of the field have pitted onto the softs. Ken making a mistake to go onto the medium tyres. But this will be very interesting to see. It's going to be so interesting to see what's going to happen here. As I believe Adrian will catch up this lap, and I am right, I believe we're going to see 2 laps of racing here. So, I wonder how this is going to go. This is going to be very interesting. So currently the grid, we have Jerome, or not Jerome, we have Jerry, a second race, looking for the second win. 2 out of 2, potentially. Then we have Black Box, the championship leader. We have Jerome, Visa, NP3, and then we have AXA. All those 4 drivers on old tyres. And then we have Guil currently looking to close the gap of Black Box on the soft tyres. Then we have Ken, Sniper, Masiek, Luno, Joshua Evans, Liam, Lars, and Enzo behind, of course, Loki, Jet, and Adrian as well. But we're going to go back up to watching Jerry. 2 laps of racing. Jerry will go very slow, may try go for an early start. We'll have to wait and see. As we're going to go on board. Let's see, 2 laps of racing at Spa for the PlayStation F1 Grand Prix in Ero. The safety car is in, so he can go at any point now, I believe. He is still waiting. Black Box is waiting behind. He's still waiting. But he can go at any point now. He fakes it. Jerry's leaving this very, very late. Very anticlimactic. But he'll go now. Out of the exit of the corner. Yes, he will. And we are underway for 2 laps of incredible racing. Guil is let pass by AXA. I said there was going to be T orders. Guil will go on attack mode for a podium here. Let's see what will happen. Will Guil be able to get Jean and Black Box, maybe even Jerry as well, within 2 laps of racing? Let's see what happens. We see Enzo and Lars at the back switching places down the Kemmel straight. Lars falling behind Loki as well. But we're going to keep our attention at the front because the podium could change here. Depending on Guil, I would say. As I think Masiek is actually going to be in here for our P6 finish because of Sniper and Ken's penalties. Joshua Evans as well could potentially have here a P7 finish, which would be really nice for him. As to the hello to the 25 people watching. 2 laps left of racing as Guil has spun on the softs. He's going to attack mode and he's dropped to the very, very back of the grid. Oh my days, he spins, I believe, turn 14 at the campus corner, turn 13, turn 14, it's one of them, as Jerry is using a 1.4 second gap to Black Box. But now it's going to be Sniper who's going to try charge at the drivers ahead. As we go into the final lap of racing here at Spa. 30 viewers watching for the final lap of this race. We're going to see all drivers drive at the best capability they can here. Everyone will be using ARS. We can see the likes of Black Box and Jerome, and they're at 30%. They've been fully using. Jerry will definitely be using here. Yeah, he's full using. Everyone will be. Sniper is behind AXA. It doesn't matter though because Sniper has penalties, but still, we will see. Sniper, will he send it on AXA? No, he will not. He'll stay behind for the now. Joshua Evans gets Masiek, which means Masiek currently could finish P6. Oh yeah, P6, yeah. Joshua Evans could potentially be in here for a P5 finish after starting P18. Definitely, I would say, driver of the day for the now with that. 30 viewers watching right now. Hello to everyone. We're in the final. We're about to go into the final sector of this race as Ero P9 gets another penalty. Liam could. Liam's going to get points here, I believe. He could get even more points by overtaking the likes of his teammates, Ken and potentially Sniper as well. But we've got to watch this man. He's going to come into the last sector. He's only raced. This is his second race in Ero. There is a spin at the back. Anyway, this is his second race at Ero, and it is going to be his second win in Ero. Jerry Van Bussel, take a bow. He comes round the last chicane to win in Spa as Axa and Sniper side by side into the last corner. And it's Axa who gets the position. Joshua Evans up at the P5. Masiek P6. Liam finishes P7 from other driver penalties and beats Sniper by 21 thousandths. Ken P9. Enzo P10. Oh my days. What a race. A side by side into the last corner. As I believe that was Joshua Evans' driver of the day, yeah. Definitely. Oh, sorry, I skipped the podium. Anyway. Wow, Jerome actually really close to Black Box there as well. As Masiek is loving life again. Whenever the curse continues, whenever I commentate, Masiek finishes in the points or does extremely well. And it is a P6, I believe, joint second best in the thing. Anyway, let's go over the grid. Jerry finishes P1 for his second race in the Ero and his second win in the Ero. Dominant win by him. We then have Black Box in P2. The championship leader will extend his lead dramatically. Jerome Visa P3, Accent P4, Joshua Evans P5, started P18, gains 13 positions to get 10 points. Masiek, the curse continues, finishes P6. Then we have Liam, P16 to P7, another driver who you could say driver of the day for. Then we have Sniper and Ken and Enzo to finish off the points. And then we have Jet, Luno, Guil, who ended up overtaking a few drivers after a little spin at the end. But he'll definitely miss out on a lot of points because of this here. Loki, Adrian, Lars, Asan, Sarkaya, Saunders, and Mats. As of course, as per usual, we're going to ask if anyone wants to do the interviews. Who was the other? Ero Ps F1. I will get them in the party now. Play together and let's get them into the party. So we have Jean, we have Black Box. No, we have Jerry, we have Black Box. As it doesn't look like Jerry says he can. As I believe we're. Oh, hold on. As we are joined by P2 Black Box. How you feeling after that?
Yeah, I'm feeling good, man. That must have felt like an entertaining race for you guys as well, watching along. Yeah, it was a crazy race, but I could have got the P1, but we wanted to keep the tires in shape and not push too much, get a third warning and get a pen. So I literally just yeah, just kept it safe. I didn't want to get
Yeah.
Yeri. That wasn't the plan. So yeah, I'm happy with P2 because Gil put another smile on my face today and spun.
Ah ha ha. Well, by the looks of things and how they're typing in the chat, it looks like there was potential contact between Giron and Guil. So,
I
not
don't care,
sure.
man. If they want to take each other out, they can by all means. It doesn't matter to me, man. I'm smiling. They told me that they were gonna win at the start of the season, all the mind games, and now all of a sudden they're saying, "Oh, it's my cup," and GG, you've won
Yeah.
the championship. So I mean, prove them
Must be a
wrong.
lot of confidence for you with them saying that.
Yeah, yeah, of course. I mean, being an FVR driver once before, and the way everything ended sourly. I mean, it's yeah, it's I wouldn't say it's funny, but it's a bit yeah. How they're taking each other out. But anyway, me and Yeri put in a superb job in today. Again, he went for the overcut. It worked out for him.
Hmm.
Masiek kind of held me up, and that might have been the reason why I didn't win today. But the late safety car changed everything anyway. After the
Yeah.
safety car, I'd already got two warnings. I thought, ah, screw it. I'm just gonna chill behind. If Yeri wins, Yeri wins. I'm not gonna chase him down.
Hmm. Uh, I'm trying to think of other questions to ask. So yeah, the Guil spin. Of course, he pitted on the softs, came out P5. Of course, and then he got let pass by AXA, but of course then spun, maybe contact. I'm not sure. It might be reported. Uh, but of course, you've already said what you think on that.
Yeah, to be fair, I mean, I was really annoyed. I thought, oh, come on, Axie, where's your fighting spirit? He let through Gil with no fight, no nothing, and I was quite annoyed at Axie with that one, but it worked out for me in the end, so it's what it is. And
Yeah.
we move on to next week. I want to ask you a question. Did you
Yeah,
enjoy
sure.
this race?
Yeah, definitely. I definitely enjoyed it. It was quite good. Of course, late safety car. I
Did you
didn't
see
under.
the overtake? Me and Axie had DRS early laps, lap three, I think it was.
Yes. I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, that for me,
Oh
my heart was
yeah,
in my mouth.
yeah. The at Lacombe.
Yep.
Yeah, it was a good move. I
That
remember
was well. I
seeing
mean,
it.
the first one was I failed, but the second time I made sure
Yeah,
it was easy.
it
So
was it was close though.
yeah, yeah, it was quite close, but
Yeah,
it was good hard racing. No steward's investigation necessary. I knew if I tapped him, he's going to complain to the steward. So I thought
yeah,
let's not tap him at all.
yeah. It was good racing,
Yeah, it was pretty good,
nonetheless.
and I'm happy with the results. So, yeah.
All right. Do you want to say anything else? Because I don't think we're going to be joined by anyone else
I
today
just
for
want to
the interview.
thank the viewers watching. I also want to thank the owner, Wojciech, for the amount of effort he puts into this league. Man, without him, none of this would be possible. So make sure you check out and thank Wojciech. And until next week.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks again for the pleasure for commentating this tier, and also the drivers as well, like you and Greel and all them. I just have so much fun commentating, just being a reserve, having the possibility of commentating all the tiers. I just love it. Uh, but yeah, that is all from us today. You can tune in next week, same time, Sunday, 6 p.m. UK time, for the Canadian Grand Prix. Will be interesting to see as Black Box, of course, extends the championship lead to Guil. I believe actually Guil will drop down a few positions, but we'll have to wait and see. With verdicts and stuff, it may be changing. But anyway, yeah, next week we will be racing in Canada throughout all the tiers, so definitely tune in for all of them. This week's been a record week for viewership. PlayStation F3 is now this weekend's race, the most viewed race ever in Ero, and a few other races as well. I think this one actually had quite a lot of viewers in the stream at one point. I think 35 we were at one point.
Wow.
Last laps of the race as well, we were up at that. from the safety car. But anyway, thank you to everyone for watching. That is all from us, and we will see you all next time.